Joshua, what are you looking at? Come here! Pow! If you didn't know already, I'm African, I'm Nigerian. My parents came from Nigeria and had me here in America. So I'm gonna tell you what it's like to have African parents, because people keep asking me. So I'm gonna let you know, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it's like to have African parents. First off, I became very domestic. Super domestic. I did so many things manually. For example, I hand washed an ungodly amount of dishes. I hand washed so many and the sink, it would be so piled up, and I would just sit there. It felt like punishment. I'm just washing dishes every single day. And get this, we had a dishwasher that we never used, not once. And I'd be like, yo, mom, dad, can we use a dishwasher to make this process quicker? And my mom one time was like, Joshua, why would I use a dishwasher when I gave birth to 4 of them? I was like, that's funny. I'm gonna use that in my stand-up material. Next, this is standard in not only African homes, but every immigrant home. But I got beaten a lot. I got spanked a lot. Joshua, what are you doing? Pow! But here's the thing, I loved it because it taught me very quickly how to respect my elders. I went to school in the suburbs, so I was like the only black kid in my neighborhood, in my whole area. I remember when I would go to my friends' houses that were white at the time in like middle school. I had one friend in particular, we're downstairs playing video games and his mom calls him from downstairs. I'm gonna use a different name for this example.
Richard, could you come up here really quickly? I need your help.
And then Richard just stands up like,
Mom, you're stupid. Why are you bothering me? I told you when I'm with my friends to leave me alone. You're dumb, Mom. I hate you. Shut up.
and I'm just sitting there like, Richard, what are you doing? That is your mother. She's going to kill you.
Please, she's not gonna kill me. My mom's stupid.
I just never understood it. I couldn't understand how some of my friends could get away with that, because growing up, if I so much as looked at my parents the wrong way, Joshua, what are you looking at? Come here! Pow! Some of the things they would do, they would like make me face the wall. So if I talked back to them, I would face the wall, but I had to hold my arms up like as high as I could. And you're talking maybe an hour, 2 hours plus of doing that. And what they do is they'd also come into the room, and if my hands are wavering a little bit, they'd come through and spank me and say, hey, you can't let your arms go down. And let me tell you, that made me never want to talk back again. I'm telling that was some good stuff back then. Another thing they would do is, let's say I was upstairs at the house and I talked back, I said something stupid to my parents. They would tell me to go downstairs and grab the stick. So I'd have to go all the way downstairs, grab the stick, this big, thick wooden stick, bring it back up to them, and they would beat me with it. You know how psychologically painful it is to be told to go and fetch the weapon that'll be used to destroy you? Sucked at the time, but I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful, because I don't be playing no games. I don't play no games. Next, I ate a lot of good food. I had a lot of good food, and I'm so thankful for that. My dad loved to cook as well, but my mom also she just went all in. She cooked a lot. She loved to cook from Nigerian dishes to there's American dishes. She liked to bake a lot. I remember I would come back from school, me and my brother would come back from school, and there'd be just all this food ready. It'd be like, yes, oh, jollof rice, hey. This next point I never understood, but growing up, so I'm the oldest of 3 other siblings, so there's 4 of us kids in total. Growing up, I had the most responsibility. So when it came to chores, like washing dishes, taking out the trash, just doing chores, mowing the lawn, I did most of it. Like out of 10 times, I was doing it like 7 times. I just didn't understand, because I'd always be like, Mom, Dad, you got other kids. Why don't you tell them to do more work too? And their response was always the same. Joshua, it is because you are the oldest. Because I'm the oldest, you got other kids that aren't doing anything around the house. It's so funny. I'd be like washing a dish, and I'd be on the last dish. And one of my younger siblings, they had already eaten food, so they would just chill like in the living room or something with like their plate. And then right when I'm on the last dish, they would just come over and just drop another plate in the sink. I'd be like, oh, So yeah, I never understood that. I tried to reason. I tried to be like, okay, maybe what they're trying to do is, since you're the oldest kid, you're like the 3rd parent. And younger siblings always look up to the older sibling. They try to model themselves after them. So maybe they're trying to train me, and that trickles down to the other siblings. But I don't know, I'm just trying. I'm trying to rationalize what y'all were doing, Mom and Dad. Last but not least, I feel like one stereotype with a lot of immigrant families, not just African families, is that parents are too strict. They rule their families with an iron fist, and there's not a lot of love in the house. But let me tell you, there's a lot of love. I felt extremely loved, and I still feel extremely loved. Yeah, I got spanked, I got, discipline, all that stuff, but yo, they took great care of me. They took fantastic care of me, and I'm very fortunate enough to have parents that just really believed in all my dreams, all my goals and ambitions. And now that I've actually moved out of the house, my family's in the Seattle area, I'm in New York now. They call me all the time. My mom calls me nonstop. Joshua, make sure you are getting rest. Joshua, are you getting sleep? Joshua, 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 Joshua. Joshua. It's funny, my mom will be more open with her emotions and how she feels, so she'll just call me and just straight up be like, Joshua, it's been a long time. When am I going to see you again? But my dad, he's more low key with his emotions. He might call me and he'll just be like, Joshua, it has been a long time. Like, you just say you miss me. Comment section down below. Let me know, what are your parents like? For more videos, click over here. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Peace.
Is it just me? Or are they horrible at their jobs? Because you eat something bad, your body's like, yo, you just ate shellfish, but don't worry, I'm gonna protect you from dying. You're like, great, how? By